welcome to the AMC News Dispatch. I'm Diana Dawa from the Office of Public and Congressional Affairs. As a senior enlisted logistics soldier in the Army, AMC Command Sergeant Major Daniel Elder has had the opportunity to travel across the spectrum of AMC. He has had a first-hand look of logistics soldiers doing their mission on the ground in Iraq, Kuwait, and Afghanistan. He has also visited troops from other commands, getting feedback from soldiers on how AMC supports the warfighter. During a recent interview, Command Sergeant Major Elder talks about the changing nature of the duties of the logistics soldier, transformation effects, multifunctional logisticians, and gives us his opinion on the battle-focused soldier who is skilled in logistics specialties.
It's been obvious over the last 10, 15 years that the changing face of the modern battlefield, the changing nature of the modern battlefield, there are no front lines and there are no rear areas. And in past Army doctrine, logisticians operated behind enemy lines. And because of that, the way that we trained, the way that we equipped, and the way that we funded logistics units has had to change. Doctrine has changed, and there are no front lines. So our logistics soldiers, and generally I'm talking those in maintenance, whether it's mechanical, automotive, or aircraft, electronic maintenance, supply, quartermaster, transportation support, those types of soldiers in career fields that support from the combat service support arena. The way that we operate has had to change, and it still continues to need to evolve over time. The NCO has always been the key, the linchpin in training up-and-coming young soldiers on the equipment that's assigned to their squads, platoons, and sections. One of the challenges we have these days is an entire unit is assuming equipment at the same time, and we don't have the subject matter expertise in our NCO Corps that we have had in the past. The private soldier and the most senior NCO are being exposed to this new equipment at the same time. And in some cases, our youth, we find, may be more apt to catch on. They're catching on to some of this stuff because a lot of it's commercial off the shelf, and it uses technologies that are in the civilian sector. It uses off the shelf things like controllers or operational devices. So a young soldier can pick it up and within a couple of minutes, it's got a familiar feel. It feels like their Game Boy or their Xbox. And within a matter of just a short period of time, matter of moments or hours, they can be up operational and they can quickly maneuver through it. Where an older soldier, more experienced, or someone who is not of that generation, they may struggle a little bit. So the challenges that I see for the logistics soldier is to be a warrior first. To maintain their warrior skills, and then to also be proficient in whatever career fields that they serve, and keeping up with the changing pace of technology. Transformation is happening now. Transformation in the logistics career fields, in the logistics arena, it's happening in so many aspects. It's at lightning speed, and it's in every facet of the logistics corps, whether it's in how we manage our logisticians, whether it's how we assign our logisticians, how they operate, the equipment that they use, the modernization that's been happening since the beginning of the war. The challenge is for leaders is to stay aware of those challenges, learn, be a change agent. They have got to voice their thoughts. They've got to voice their experiences. What's important as we talk transformation, what we talk transformation of the logistics corps, what we talk transformation of the NCO corps, logistics NCOs, and I kind of emphasize those different categories, is the intent or the goal to develop penathletes. It is imperative that our NCO Corps is flexible enough and our logistics field of NCOs have the ability to flex and to adjust to the changes that are expected on the battlefield. And the pentathlete leader is that. We must have pentathlete logistician NCOs who can adjust and who may plan to go in to provide brigade-level logistics support, who, upon assuming the mission, are able to adjust. There's been a lot of discussion about multifunctional logisticians. It's obvious, with the 90 Alpha career field in the Officer Corps, that the Army has been on a path to develop a multifunctional logistician. It depends on which camp you talk with. Some will tell you NCO should never be multifunctional. We need specialists. But I think that's old think, and particularly if you look at how Army logistics has transformed. When we had purely maintenance and transportation and quartermaster battalions, there was a lot of sense behind that. Support operations is not one particular career field. It's not particularly or predominantly quartermaster or ordnance. The support operations sergeant needs to be multifunctional. All right, what about the battalion sergeant major, the senior enlisted advisor to the commander? Right now we're taking them from the pure branches, but that sergeant major needs to be skilled a little bit in ordnance, a little bit in quartermaster, and a little bit in transportation, and all the other things that go along with that. So what I submit is we need to have a cadre of senior non-commissioned officers who are skilled beyond our branch schools. Now, the good news is through the BRAC discussion and decisions is the forming of the logistics university and the super center at Fort Lee. What a great idea! That's an important step, but I'm not sure that we've gone as far as we need to in a cadre of multifunctional enlisted soldiers. I challenge anybody who's hearing this message to go back and ask, to look, put your hands on data from NCOs, those who are doing multifunctional logistics or those who are doing stovepiped functional logistics. I challenge you to go back and find that material and data, and I suggest enlisted leader input is not as strong as it could be. And I challenge the Army and the logistics force to seek that out, to encourage and to nurture those who have a story to tell, to present it and to document it and to share it so we can get after some of these changes.
That wraps up this week's AMC News Dispatch. If you would like more information about Command Sergeant Major Daniel Elder or other AMC News stories, visit our website at www.amc.army.mil. Thanks for watching.